Welcome back, everybody. So it's technically been about like 3-ish days, 4 days since I last recorded. Actually, I don't even know if I actually did record the intro. But I wanted to bring you guys back because before I can continue further, I should talk about what is going on with this garment. A little recap, we are challenging myself using these 3 yarns from Line Brand Yarns. They are yarns that I've never used before. This is the first time I'm using them. We have Cotton Blend number 5. Then we have Cotton Jeans, and then we have their Penelope yarn, which is sold as a little tube. Then you just pull it from one end and you go from there. I'm assuming that's how they dye the yarn. And this is what I've come up with so far. I just finished the yoke. Hopefully you guys like it. This Penelope yarn was truly interesting to put to the test. I wasn't sure how it would play out. I kind of was like testing, swatching when I was creating the initial design. I did 2 stitches of each one, so 2 of 4, 2 of 3, 2 double, 2 halves, and then I increase again, half, double, triple, quadruple, triple, double, half. And if you just keep doing that, you create this wave effect. And this yarn was really, really funky enough for you to do it. So that's what I did there. And all, like I said, this was just half double crochets alternating up here. If I put it on, it's already towards my chest. And then I might just go back to using the Cotton Jeans and the Penelope for the rest of it. I'm still debating if I'm gonna like mix and match because I don't know how this yarn is gonna play out. I chose it because of the orange and the brown. I assumed that it would go well with the colorful yarn that we, but for right now, yeah, we got some ripple here, and all, like I said, this is all just half double crochet alternating. In case you guys are curious, I started off with a collar of 60 stitches if I'm not mistaken. In terms of a review, none of the yarn has split on me. The only thing I will say is that, like, you know, with the Penelope yarn, when you're pulling it from the tube, it does get a little, you see how like it does that little bendy thing? Unless you have like proper tension on your yarn, it will, like you kind of have to make sure that you have a slight tension when you're using it. Otherwise, you will have very, very loose stitches. So that is the only thing that I noticed specifically with the Penelope yarn, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if you aren't aware of it. And if you just continue doing your garment and then the stitches are just way too loose. So there's a little tip if you are planning on using it. Make sure you have a slight tension when you're using it. Otherwise your stitches will be very, very loose. But I managed to keep the tension on there and I got the natural flow of the stitches because of the quadruple, triple, and double crochets. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here at, hopefully you guys can hear me, at a festival by my house, Festival of the Lake. Check it out. A little 360. This is the only reason why I come to the festival. Bloomin' onions. Huge coffee time, huge coffee time, huge coffee time. Well, that's hot, hold on. Welcome back, everybody. So, I am clearly wearing the finished garment, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about my experience creating this garment. I am currently in the process of writing the pattern. So I have my trusty little Line Brand box here. I kind of use it for storage now for some of the yarns that I got in here. I ended up not using this yarn because I had enough to just use up of one. You know what? Hold on. Let me organize myself. I'm making a mess. To recap what we did here, we had the new Penelope, well, not new, it's new for me because it's the first time I'm ever using it, the Penelope yarn from Line Brand Yarns. Check that out. So it comes already in this tube and you essentially just, this end is right there attached on the label and you just go ahead and just pull from the end of the tube as you're using. So this is actually pretty convenient in the sense that you can wear it over your neck, which is essentially what I did most of the time. And you just pull as you're going along. So it's not too much tension. You do kind of have to pull from the tube because I tried crocheting and using the crochet hook as like the puller of this, and it tended to get a little bit tight. So you still have to pull it, but it's such an easy pull from the tube. Got it in 2 colors, so I'm gonna show you how it works on this one because I'm gonna be using this one soon. All right, so when you receive your yarn, you receive it like this. And just so you guys know, this is 75% wool, 25% polyamide. It is 459 yards, and it is a size 1 superfine made in Italy. So this is Italian yarn, which means I'm assuming they dyed it after they put in the tube like this, just because of how the colorway played out. I cut the string here because this tape is actually pretty strong, and you end up ripping the label and messing up the yarn anyway. So whatever you get from here, just cut it off. It's a little tiny bit, so you don't really have to worry about it. It comes tied already, so it's not gonna come loose or anything. So you undo the knot and everything like that. You see like how it's in the tube like that? You're gonna go ahead and you just pull. Or again, hold on, this is a bad example. And then I used the cotton jeans yarn with that, which again is a product of Italy. It's Italian yarn, 218 yards. It is a lightweight 3, 100% cotton, and it literally looks like jean. One skein of this, one skein of this, combined, you get this beautiful, beautiful cape, and I'll insert some video images of me with natural lighting. Yeah, all I did was just do half double crochets, double crochets whenever I use the Penelope yarn, and then when I came down here, this is just waves. I call it the wave stitch because it's 6 stitches depending on how big you want the wave. So you do a half double crochet, then a double crochet, then a triple crochet, then a quadruple crochet, and then you go backwards, triple, double, half, and then you just continue, and it creates that wave effect on your garment. It was very easy to use, so that's my experience in terms of the gimmick of it. So don't let the nature of this fool you. It is fairly easy to use. It is super soft, and it is soft on the body. I honestly thought it would be a little bit more scratchy, but I'm assuming the polyamide is what gives it the softiness of it, because it is a very, you can see the little hairs on it. It's a very coarse wool yarn, if you know what I mean. If you've ever ordered the hand-dyed yarn from Ice Yarns, it's almost similar to that, almost. I kind of want to say it's like a dry wool, if that makes sense. But it's still super soft. It is breathable. It does keep me nice and warm because it is pretty cold in this house most of the time because of the air conditioning. It was fairly comfortable. Now, I did use a size D hook for the Penelope yarn, which is what I use for my other hand-dyed yarns, such as Knitted Wit and Fairy Floss. For the cotton jeans, I used, I believe it was the recommended hook size, which was an H. And I just alternated between the 2 hooks whenever I was switching between the 2 yarns. I would say the price is very appropriate for both products. You need to remember, sometimes the country in which the yarn is being created is a factor in the consumer side of selling yarn. So for Italian yarn, and for this being the line, whenever you see LB collection on these yarns, which is on both of them, it means that there's like a little bit higher standard quality and control to these products. So these aren't your typical made in China, made in India, made in Turkey type of yarns. This is made in Italy. So you're pretty much purchasing the quality and the nature of the manufacturing of the yarn from Italy, which to me seems reasonable. I manage between these two, I'm pretty sure it's like less than $15 if you get them, especially with a good sale on lionbrand.com, because I don't see these at Joann's, that's for sure. You definitely have to order these on the website if I'm not mistaken, which I will put a link down below. I am an affiliate for Lion Brand Yarn, so just click on the link below. It'll take you directly to the page. Place your order, and you're supporting me in a little bit. I get a little commission every time you guys put an order in there. I would say for less than 15 bucks, you're literally getting an adult small cape, and it is very doable. Like, it covers all the way down here. It doesn't, I mean, it naturally goes back down when your hands go down, which is what I really aim for when it comes to my capelet. And it's just something super cozy. Like, I'm wearing a polo over it. You can literally put the collar over it, and it becomes nice and dressy. So you can definitely, there are many options for this. Now, like I said, I was originally going to combine these 3 yarns together, but I ended up having enough yarn with just these 2. So in terms of 218 yards of a size 3 and then 459 of a superfine, that's a pretty good deal. I did get it in another color. I got it in this colorway because I was already planning ahead for fall, and I thought this was a really, really nice colorway for the fall. Now, for sure, I think I'm going to combine these two together. I mean, I have to combine the size 5 yarn with one of these. And this is cotton number 5 as well, another specialty yarn from Lion Brand Yarns. Like, it's completely different. Like, this is the comfy cotton, and then this is the cotton blend number 5. It's just, it's completely different, the construction of each of the yarns. If you guys are here, let me just quickly show you guys a little bit of some works in progress I've been working as well, because I don't want this video to be too short and just talking about this product. Here I have another knitted width sweater in which I'm doing it from left to right. So that doesn't make sense. I'm literally doing a giant rectangle, and then you put the head here, and then it's gonna lay down like that. So it's like an oversized sweater with a V-neck. Boho Chic, this is one of the new national parks, and this is one of her old colorways, which I'm not sure she's selling right now. So I have the yarn going up and down in the front, and then in the back, it's going horizontal. And then I added that blue detailing there because I have the blue here in the front, but I'll probably add more, but I'm currently using the blue skein for this project, which is my, it's the first time I'm using this fairy floss. If you can see right here, it is the fuzzy, very thin types of yarns that some hand dye, oh my God, I'm getting little hairs in my mouth. It's that type of base that most hand dyers have. It's like a alpaca boucle from Hedgehog Fibers, or I think Stitch Together Studio has this type of base as well. It's very light, very fluffy, and I wasn't sure if the saturation of the color would be seen just because of the nature of the yarn, but that's pretty cool. And this is another example of the wave effect. So I'm literally, since I mastered how to do it here, I was repeating it here. And this is another sweater. So this is gonna be another oversized sweater. It's gonna be from here, going down like that. And this is 3 different yarns. So you have the cream color, the blue color, and then the rainbow color. That's a little bit of an update of this garment. Hopefully you guys got inspired. So if you aren't following me, all of my links are in the description box below. There's plenty of new videos that I've been uploading sporadically on the channel as well. So go back to my videos tab and watch those, because there's tons more coming, but there are some there that have been kind of under the radar recently to the subscribers. So that's my review of these 2 yarns. I give it an A+. I think they're really, really good. They did not split. The quality feels high quality. It's draping very, very nicely, and you got a mixture of cotton and wool, and I literally wore this outside and it was kind of humid. It keeps you warm when it needs to keep you warm, and it also lets it breathe when it needs to breathe, if that makes sense. So it's a multi-purpose, multi-dimensional garment as well. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Let's do some quick shout outs. Thank you so much to all of the channel memberships. Let's start off with our influencers. Shout out to Ilse. Shout out to Karen Miller, and shout out to Blanca Valtierrez. Thank you so much for being a Limon Influencer member. And for our inner circle, we have Dina's Homespun Fun. Sorry, I was trying to read the whole name. And then we also have Ola Joe, the Crocheting Sailor, and Cocktails and Crochet with Coco. Thank you so much for being part of the inner circle, and quick shout out to my Limon family members. So Lisa Pratt, Rose, Susan, Amanda, Angela, Lauren, I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being part of the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.